You know, I love it when a plan comes together, and when wasn't even a plan, just came together. Let's be honest. This bar is cool in a lot of different ways. 45th anniversary of Lady Fortuna. It's a real famous thing. The goddess Fortuna is a Roman goddess of fortune and luck and prosperity. She wears a blindfold, as you see right here, because that luck and fortune and prosperity, traditionally, she doesn't know where it goes. That's why it's called luck. So that's Lady Fortuna, like I said, for the goddess Fortuna, Roman goddess Fortuna. The reason this is important, and by the way, this is a 1 ounce silver bar, I don't want to overlook that, is that PAMP Suisse, that you see right here, was founded in 1979. And in 1979, they put Lady Fortuna on the reverse of their silver bars. It's very interesting because it was the very first time that any design was ever put on the back of a silver bar. Traditionally, a silver bar was it just said, 1 ounce silver, and that was that. Well, they really took it up a thing and put, Swiss 1 ounce fine silver, and then they put Lady Fortuna on the other side. And so because of that, it has been a hallmark of value for 45 years. So I was telling you how things come together. So this 1 ounce pure silver, 99999 fine. And so, and that's important. And of course, they're, IRA eligible and all that other good stuff. The Lady Fortuna bars have been produced every single solitary year for 45 years. This year, however, they're not doing the regular Fortuna bars. They're moving the production facility of these. And so because of that, for the first time in 45 years, there's no Fortuna bars, new Fortuna bars that are going to be on the market. So prior year Fortuna bars are starting to sell for pretty big premiums, far, far, far greater premiums than any other silver bar in the market. And then in the midst of this, just before they basically started moving production, they said for the 45th anniversary, we're going to do a special bar. So they made this, and it's very important, and the thing, of course, is all the PAMP bars are individually serial numbered. But they're only doing 14,500 bars. So when PAMP announced this, they said, how many bars does everybody want? Well, everybody wanted about 50,000 or 100,000 or 150,000 bars because there was no Fortunas. Like I said, always one of the most popular bars out there in the marketplace. There were no Fortuna bars out there anyway. And then the Lady Fortunas, they said, well, we're already committed only 14,500. So already this bar is in massive shortage. As a matter of fact, I looked around, $69.95. I don't think you can do any better than $69.95. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, this is a very difficult bar. It's going to be a historic bar. It's a collectible bar. Now, so that's the Lady Fortuna thing. That's the PAMP story, and they'll be back next year to the regular PAMPs. By the way, I do have some of the Lady Fortuna 5-gram gold bars available down there, $499.95. One of the hallmarks of PAMP is that they card their bars. So in other words, they put it on a card with a nice, and that's sealed in there so that is the certificate. It's called an assay certificate, signed by the assayer, puts the metal weight in there, then you have the metal fineness, the certificate number, you've got the QR code right there that says that you can track it. And in today's market with all the uncertainty, this type of authenticity, this level of authenticity is really important. And that's the secondary thing. I mean, with the fact that there'll be no PAMP bars, I'm sure that there's going to be counterfeits out there because, well, there's counterfeits of everything anymore, particularly with gold and silver doing what they do. But then when you have the card, then you have the QR code, you have it's in the assay. The fact that I got it right from PAMP, so I know it's authentic because, I mean, I got these bars right from PAMP. I wanted 1,000 bars, and I think they gave me 300 bars. So that means times basically 3.5 or 4. They had orders out of the chute for over 50,000 bars, but they only made 14,500. So you have the metal part of it, now you have the collectible part of it of the bars, the fact that it's 45th anniversary of Lady Fortuna. Now, let's talk about gold and silver, because I do have the gold bar down there. If you've not been paying attention, you clearly don't have access to the internet or a television or anything else. Gold and silver have been on fire. Gold hit all-time highs a month, 2 months ago, something like that, and just kept right going. It's not like it went up to the all-time high and did this, and up to the all-time high. It went to the all-time high and just kept going. and just kept going. So it is, gold is just insane, it's on fire. Well, what I've been talking about for the last 6 months or a year is like, okay, gold's been doing this and this and this and this, and silver's just been like this, been like flatlined. I've never understood it. I thought it was a great mystery. Well, silver is no longer flatlining. Within the last month, I think we're up, what, 35, 40%, something like that. So silver has started doing that. Now, if silver goes to just its all-time high, forget about like gold, 10, 15, 20% beyond its all-time high. If it just goes to its all-time high, this bar is $99.95, $109, and that doesn't even, then you have the collectible value, you got all that other stuff as all part and parcel of that price. So you got the rarity of the fact that it's the only Fortuna bar that's going to be released. I had originally anticipated they were going to do the 45th anniversary Fortuna, the specialty bar, and then they'd have the regular Fortuna bars, because they have for 45 years. Well, there's no regular Fortuna bars. So you have literally hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people around the world who collect Fortuna bars, and many people exclusively collect Fortuna bars because of the high quality that's associated with PAMP Suisse and has been for nearly half a century. And so when you put all that together, we have these as specialty bars, as collectible bars, but then, the regular Lady Fortuna bars, but there are none. This is the only Lady Fortuna bar for 2024 is for the 45th anniversary since they first started putting her on bars in 1979. So now you have, and as silver explodes, like I said, up 20%, 30%, 40%, just like that, and it's still 50% below its all-time high. It's still 50% below its all-time high. So it is, and so you missed the boat. So you still get the silver value here going crazy. And I locked this in before this massive recent silver deal. We locked this in about a month ago or so. Or it would be 79 or 89 or 99. And I've seen these bars out there already in the resale market at 100. Okay, at $100. I've already seen these silver 45th anniversary Fortunas, because they're sold out from PAMP. They were sold out instantaneously. Like I said, they were 300% oversold is what it comes down to. So you got the rarity of the bar itself, this bar that has got this fantastic history. Then you have the 1 ounce pure silver, and then you have silver exploding. And it doesn't matter necessarily the price of silver. As silver explodes and goes up like this, just demand for silver anything, whether it be silver bars, silver collectibles, it doesn't matter what it is, all explodes and everything gets in short supply, and these premiums, in other words, what you pay beyond the silver price, start to explode, and then the collectability explodes and does all that. This is my original issue price. This is what I would have been if silver was, 20%, 25% lower. I mean, I price these out at what I pay for them, not necessarily what silver is right now. We do have a very, very limited number of the Lady Fortuna gold, 5-gram gold bars as well. Remember, each one's individually serial number. It comes in the carded assay card. Always, always, and tremendously important in today's market with all the uncertainty. So many scams are out there. So many people who are just doing, just crazy stuff. And then in terms of our price, like I said, I went out in the marketplace, $69.95. I've seen it well over $90 at this point. I've seen these well over $90. So you get a great value, you get great collectability, you get a great piece of history too. Like I said, 45th anniversary of the very first bar that ever put a design on the reverse of the bar. Now, unfortunately, normally I would have, for Lady Fortuna bars, I normally have 1,000, 1,500, 2,000 of them in stock. It is just absolutely one of the bulwarks of what we do when we sell silver bars. This is all I have for the year for Lady Fortuna. My last year's, all my Fortunas are out of stock. I have only the 45th anniversary. Like I said, I got a couple 300 bars is all I got out of the entire thing. There's only 14,500 bars available worldwide, already long sold out. Look, get your piece of history, get your piece of silver, participate in one of the greatest silver bar histories that are out there in the market today, and take your luck with Lady Fortuna, the goddess of fortune and luck out there. Put this in your collection. You get not only the silver, but you get this great history lesson as well. Pick yours up today.